Welcome to the 1 Minute. You know, we've all said it, and it's true. You can finish the sentence. If you were sorry, if you were really sorry, you would, what would we put in that little line there prior to the period? Would we put, if you were really sorry, you'd change? We normally say that to somebody who has done something in their life towards us that has harmed us. It's been against us. It has hurt us. All the things you can throw in that whole basket of what somebody would need to be saying they were sorry about. But that can be our reply. It so often is our reply, especially if it is somebody who has become so good at saying they're sorry, but yet they're constantly saying they're sorry about the same thing, which means they're not sorry. You do know that, right? Even if the there is you. I mean, somebody says, well, I'm sorry, and then they just keep doing it. No. That's not being sorry. Certainly if we receive somebody's I'm sorry, we receive it with an expectation that they're going to make right what the wrong was, or at least, and this is the more often, that they're just not going to do it again. But if it's just again and again, I'm sorry, then there comes the answer or the statement, no. Especially if it's somebody who you deal with a lot. No, look, I'm tired of hearing, I'm sorry. You know what? If you were really sorry, you would, that's right, you would change. You know, the Bible talks about in the book of Corinthians, it talks about how godly sorrow worketh repentance. In fact, it says, for godly sorrow worketh repentance. And it contrasts godly sorrow with that of worldly sorrow. Worldly sorrow just means that you hate you got busted, or you're hating how it's affecting you. Whereas that godly sorrow is you see what you've become in that action, and it's just sickening you. And you genuinely want to get right. And there where it says, and I won't get into the doctrinal application and all of that, but let's just take the practical application there where it talks about how godly sorrow worketh repentance. You know, that word repentance, obviously, we can associate it there with sorrow if it's the right kind of sorrow. And that word repentance, we've talked about an easy way for us to get that is that it's a turn. Again, it's a change. If repentance is real, or sorrow is real, then there'll be a change. And definitely being sorry comes from having sorrow. Now you say, well, why is this coming into play today? What is all this affecting? Well, today's Bible reading in the 1 Minute, onebaptist.org/devotional, is Psalm 37 through 44. Go there, get the Devo, soak it up. It's only half a page today. Surely you got time for that, but it will minister to your spirit. The Christ Revealed talks about how we can see Jesus in the Old Testament there as the one who does the will of God. Amen. He did, and he does. And yet, right in the middle of our reading today is Psalm chapter 38, where this kind of stood off the page for me. It says in verse 18, where he just says, I will be sorry for my sin. Look, that comes from the psalmist who is experiencing conviction. He's got sorrow. I mean, he talks about how it's affecting him physically. And that verse right prior to that, how there, it says there, his sorrow is continually before him. And because he had true, genuine sorrow, he said, I will declare mine iniquity. I will be sorry for my sin. Listen, no other kind of sorrow worketh repentance in God's eyes. And you know what? No other kind of sorrow will work for other people in your lives' eyes as well. If you're going to be sorry, be sorry. God bless.